afternoon. My name is Olivia Sebastian, and I'm here with head basketball coach, Coach Gray. Thank you for coming.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
All right, so can you tell us about how this season has started off so far?
I would say we've had some challenges in the beginning with injuries and just having to move some young kids up, and so it's definitely been challenging. But I think we've weathered the storm, and there's been a lot of good out of that scenario. So it's been good.
Can you tell me about how you help build the team chemistry with having girls that are experienced from being seniors to a couple juniors, and then having newcomers as freshmen?
Yeah, I think the main thing is just a lot of communication, number one. Within practices, outside of practices, learning how to have the older kids kind of provide a mentorship to the younger kids, and the younger kids trying to pick up on things that the leaders are doing and want them to do, so that they can, district time comes around, hopefully they'll be up to speed on things.
All right. What have your seniors done for this program that you have enjoyed having them?
I've been really impressed with them as far as work ethic. I think they provide a great example to all the kids in our program. I mean, some of these girls, including yourself, are constantly in the gym. We've had kids coming in at 6 o'clock in the morning doing extra shooting, and I think it just sets the tone for our program when the seniors are leading the way and they're showing the younger kids how to do things. And then I would say another part of the leadership end of that is just their willingness to be more vocal this year. Last year we only had one senior in Macy. She was kind of like the only vocal leader to a degree, and so I feel like you and the rest of the seniors have been more of stepping out in that area. So
how do you ensure that your players improve on the court and also as a person off the court?
Just holding them to standards. It's the standards we created when I got here. You were a big part of that. The other seniors were a big part of that. Macy was a big part of that. And I think once we had those standards in place, everybody kind of knew and learned to adapt and know that when we come in to practice every day, when we're in games, there's a certain way we have to do things. And then off the court, I would say just same thing. We have off the court standards, and we talk about being a champ. If we're going to be a champion, it can't just be on the court. It's got to be the things that you do off the court, as far as competing in the classroom, competing in your relationships, as well as what you do on the court.
What are some of your goals for this year's, when it comes to district this year?
So, I think when we get to district, which is next week, I think the main thing is, okay, what kind of team are we going to be by then? Which obviously up until this point we've been building to this time, right? And so being that we had the challenges earlier in the year, we're finally getting back to where, we're getting to where we need to be going into district. Now the Salado tournament coming up is going to be very important, just because, now it's time to start hitting that stride of things just clicking a little better. And so we're going to face some good teams, 4A, 5A, 6A teams over there. It's going to be tough games, but it's going to be games that we need right now, so that when we do go roll into district next week, we're going to be prepared.
So talking about the Salado tournament, can you tell us about who are going to be some of the opponents there at that tournament?
Yep. So we'll start off with 6A Temple. And they play in a tough district with Belton, Bryan, and the Killeen schools, and then we'll play Salado, the home team, and then we'll play ranked Gunter, who's a really good team this year, and then we'll play Lehman as well. So Oh, and Friendswood. So we're playing some really big schools, and for us, and some really good schools, and so it's going to be a challenge. But it's like I said, it's a challenge that I feel like we need, and it's a challenge that I feel like once we come out of it, we're going to be a tougher team, and we're going to be tested, and that's what we need. We need to be tested, and so that'll be good for us.
All right. And what has been your favorite memory in coaching the St. Saba girls?
Oh my gosh, man. You put me on the spot with this one. Favorite memory. Okay. Man, I got a lot of them. I would say one of the things I remember most was last year in the regional quarterfinal game. It was kind of like a back and forth, and it was like, okay, when are we going to actually like take this game? And I remember Kinsley got like a breakaway steal, and like just kind of took it full court, went for the layup, and it was the loudest I've heard probably any crowd that I've been coaching in a game in. And we went on to the regional tournament after that, and so that was a real fun moment just to see us beat Mason like that. Kinsley getting that steal at the end, and then just sealing the victory. I felt like once she made that, we sealed that victory. And so, and then I would say secondarily, last year when Paige was doing the Michael Jackson free throws. I miss you, Paige. I miss those Michael Jackson free throws. So
shout out to Paige.
But yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for coming out.
No problem. Thanks.
Good afternoon. My name is Olivia Sebastian, and I am here with head basketball coach Aguirre.
I'll be Coach Aguirre today.